DevOps is a journey, and to be successful requires fostering the right culture and having great tools and technologies. What enables an organization to get to successful DevOps is architecture. The Micro Focus DevOps Model Office, which we will take you through in this video, is that architecture. It is a fully functional reference implementation environment showcasing key, common, real-life use cases. The Model Office is a rich and detailed end-to-end DevOps ecosystem integrated to deliver a comprehensive set of use cases across 8 modules: continuous planning, integration, deployment and release, testing, security, operations, collaboration, and assessment. As you see, the ecosystem of the Model Office is made